Why do Immortal players build these items? Why do Immortal players make these moves? Why do Immortal players always seems to be richer than you? Hey guys, this is DATOHLEONG, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining everything I do with Nightstalker. Nightstalker is a decision-based hero that relies a lot on fundamental mechanics and how one reads the game. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this hero and tell you that you can win 100% of the time by first picking Nightstalker, because that is simply not true. Generally, I like it on third or at least second phase pick to judge the draft, but I did first pick Nightstalker in this solo queue game because I wanted to test the limits of this hero. I know this is situational and different players sees the draft differently, but here's how I see it. I'm not afraid of laning counter picks like Ursa or Monkey King. To keep it simple, what I'm looking for is food. When my opponents pick squishy heroes in the first two phase, I usually go for Nightstalker because I know that even if I get hard countered in lane, I will be able to come back after feeding on some of these heroes, and eventually I will be able to kite these so-called counters with my movement speed and unobstructed pathing. So in this game, there is a laning counter which is going to be the Monkey King, there is a Beastmaster which can use his Hawk to scout me during the ultimate, they have an Oracle and a Pudge to save whomever I go on. Thus, every decision I made have to be on point or I might get completely shut down. My first goal is to hit level 4 before the first night so I can begin my snowball. However, I don't walk into a lane blindly and go autopilot mode and expect to get what I want, so I have to plan my lane. I am laning against Monkey King and Oracle with Clockwork as my laning partner. My plan is to block one of these camps so I can pull the wave back without worrying of a pull to reset the wave. Nightstalker has a day vision of 800 while most heroes have 1800 day vision, so I have to be careful of where I place my wards, because if I get spotted, an early D ward will give the support some experience, and if they hit level 2 before me, I might get crushed by the nukes. Note that if you're Radiant, you will not be able to spot this low ground to high ground ward. Since we spotted 3 enemy heroes fighting for the top rune, we have to battle for this rune or else we are going to lose the goal lead before the game starts. Monkey is pretty much a melee counter, but at level 1, if Monkey were to battle 2 melee heroes, the Jingle regeneration will not offset the trade, so we punish the Monkey for overestimating himself. Oracle and Monkey laning duo can be really deadly if I'm out of position, so I'm going to play really safe and use my Void to farm. At the same time, every time Monkey come close to me, I will use this opportunity to draw the aggro of the creeps back to kill off my range creep so the wave pushes towards me. And since the camp is blocked, they will have to D-ward in order to pull, and that should buy me enough time to hit level 3 and close to level 4. I have to be really careful in lane because a single death against Monkey will give him enough level advantage to snowball the matchup. Nightstalker 3rd spell, Hunters of the Night, is completely useless during the day, so I will hold on to the skill point just in case I need a level of silence. Boots will be my first item choice because if I get off the slow when Monkey is chasing me, he will never get off the 4 hits before I run away. Right now, it is nighttime and ideally, I want to kill the Monkey King as soon as possible, so I'm going to make a trade to bring his HP down by a little bit without allowing him to get the 4 hits off. We are not going to run at Monkey immediately for 2 reasons. Number 1, Clockwork's Battery Assault is on cooldown. Number 2, there is 2 hits of Jingle on me, so we are going to be patient and wait for a few seconds, at the same time staying close enough so that he doesn't get away. Five minutes in and I'm sitting at 900 HP, which is not ideal as I am still killable, so I will be purchasing a Bracer so I can soak more damage for my team. I also went 3 points in Void and no level in Silence because I am really ahead now during the first night, and this spell can help me chip the enemy HP low enough for me to run at them. After this kill, the plan is to bring down this tower, and since we have a catapult in lane, I'm going to creep skip and keep the wave alive. This is also where I made a really bad mistake. On the minimap, I see Gyro mid, Beastmaster top, Punch is missing on the map, and Monkey is about to respawn. When Lash left bottom lane, we are going to be severely outnumbered against a 5 stuns lineup. I overestimated my movement speed and died for that cause. Right now, it is nighttime and Monkey is killable. Since my teammates are shining up, I will be outnumbered if I run at him alone. So I'm going to bait him to hit me to close the distance, then run him down when my teammates are closer. After the Beastmaster kill, I am completely out of mana. Lash just died to Gyro and Oracle, so I'm going to put my next skill point into Hunters of the Night so I can run them down. My next item choice is going to be Medallion because there are many low armored heroes, and BKB because of the 5 stuns lineup. There will be no Aghanim shenanigan to try to kite because 1 Hawk Vision into a stun would mean 10 seconds of chain stun. Stuns are the problems this game. Once I get my BKB, the Primal Roar is the only spell to watch out for and I can easily run anyone down. It is now daytime, my ultimate is on cooldown and a team fight is happening far away from the towers, so I'm going to be staying at the bottom lane to get farm and defend the tower against Monkey. There are a few things that can happen now. They know that Lich and Clock are mid, CK is showing top farming, and I am showing bottom farming. They can go full aggro on mid, or smoke to CK, or smoke to myself. TPing multiple heroes to a lane is going to take time, so I will have to play it safe and farm near my tower. Our enemy decides to go on our weakest hero, Lich. If I TP right now, there is going to be a chance where they fall back at mid, Monkey does some damage to my bottom tower, and I waste a TP. So I'm going to wait for them to commit hard on Lich, then pot in to get sure kills. Two kills are secured, Patch misses his hook, and I know that I will not be able to kill Patch and he will not be able to kill me, so I'm going to force him to bite me to waste his mana. It is now daytime again. I have no ultimate, I have no HP and mana. If I were to go back to base and heal back to full, I won't be able to do anything, so I'm going to be efficient and farm while I wait for the shrine. As I am falling back to the shrine, CK got smoke ganked. As much as I want to help him, I am not going to pot in for 2 reasons. Number 1, it is day and my ultimate is on cooldown. I am a useless hero at this point. Number 2, if I TP in early, the more useful heroes on this team will take a longer time to TP in, so I'm going to play it passive and wait. After CK died top, he will not feel comfortable farming there, and since my ultimate is coming off cooldown, I'm going to move to a slightly more aggressive position to farm and allow CK to farm safely at the triangle. Being in this position means that I can control the bottom part of the map and rotate to middle anytime. As soon as they go on Lich at mid, I am going to rotate immediately without using Dark Ascension so I don't scare them off. Once again, baiting all the prey so to secure the kills. It is now night time, but I am really low. The plan now is to farm the neutrals while I wait for the shrine. However, there are many enemy heroes gathering at mid to make a play, and there are still 20 seconds before I can use the shrine, so change of plans. I'm going to heal up and prepare to fight. Although it is night time, I do not have Dark Ascension or BKB to kite the enemy, so I have to be careful on how I take fights. Lich was caught in a horrible position. Lash and Clock were caught due to the save my teammate syndrome, so I am just not going to chain feed and let them die so we can fight as soon as they respawn. Lash and Clock are positioned in front as they have the damage and initiation to kill off the first target. My job here is to catch the enemies at the back and provide full vision of the team fight so my team can judge the team fights accordingly. After killing their cores 2 to 3 times, they have to play comeback on a very dangerous map. CK has all the space in the world to come online and we begin snowballing. Once I get my BKB, I'm able to mercilessly run at the enemy and the game is pretty much over. Nightstalker is pretty much a decision-based hero. Let me know if you like this kind of content. I hope you learned something from this video, and if you do and would like more of these, do hit the like, share, subscribe and turn on the notifications so I'll see you in the next video.